this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking,
touchdown! A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll look to throw again. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Brandon Ayuk, 37 yards. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll look to throw now on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because...
And now here's another interception. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Richardson looking to throw this. The toss here completed to Pittman. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, complete. It's Benson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Luke Musgrave from 4 yards out. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down at the 43. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And this ball taken in here by Brooks. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Richardson, and that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Let's go now. Street. Hurt.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've got a lot of turnovers. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 2nd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. It's Benson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So a great play there, obviously, because of the loss. We had your free safety coming up to make the tackle.
A great observation, because one of the cliches is that every defensive coach tells us, in run defense, we need all 11 to the ball in order to handle it. Well, how often does the free safety begin dropping into the box? Not very often. So he did a nice job diagnosing and getting involved.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 8. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The partner under the lights in prime time.